Meanwhile, Russia has dealt another blow to Europe's energy woes by temporarily halting gas supply to Germany. It comes as the EU prepares to hold crisis talks about rising energy costs caused by interruptions to supply, Western sanctions on Russian gas, and sky-high inflation. For more on this, I'm now joined by Ollie Barrett in London. Ollie, Russia's temporarily halted gas supply to Germany, saying it's doing some maintenance to the pipeline, but some commentary today that Putin is using the supply of gas as a weapon of war.
That's certainly what European nations believe. They are very sceptical indeed about this latest halt that Russia has put in place and whether it's necessary. And certainly in Brussels at the European Union, there is absolutely the belief that Vladimir Putin is using energy supplies to make life as difficult as possible for some of those European capitals, particularly countries like Germany that rely very, very heavily indeed on supplies of Russian gas. There have been attempts for months now by European countries to wean themselves off Russian energy supplies as quickly as possible, but that is absolutely not something that these economies can do overnight, and therefore huge fears about what's going to take place heading into the European winter.
Yeah, absolutely, and that instability, Ollie, has just sent natural gas prices in Europe spiking. They are roughly 9 times what they were last year and must be hurting businesses and households by now.
Absolutely, it's already hitting businesses and households, but I think there is a bracing for what is to come as we head into those winter months when temperatures fall and demand is expected to rise. And so we're not only seeing reports all across Europe of households already struggling and fearing what is going to come next, we're seeing those fears relating to businesses as well. Just here in the UK, for example, reports today that as many as 400,000 households could be in real trouble when it comes to their energy supplies over the winter period and whether they're going to be able to afford them. Reports today that 3 million people could be tipped into absolute poverty in the UK as a result of rising energy prices. Also here in the UK, just today, the opposition Liberal Democrats saying that the government needs to put in place something like a £10 billion fund, they say, to help small businesses on the high street deal not just with the rising energy prices that they're going to be seeing, but also with the fact that their customers will have less money to spend. Earlier in the week, we heard from pubs and breweries that they say dozens, if not hundreds, of pubs up and down the UK will be forced to shut this winter because of spiking energy costs. So absolutely, the pain is already beginning to be felt. But as I say, very stark predictions about what may come over the winter as well if energy prices continue to spike.
Yeah, an extraordinary time. Thank you so much for joining us from London. That is Ollie Barrett.